What's going on, everyone? So we got news today from Dave McMahon that the Lakers are likely not to pursue any trades till after December 15th, which keeps getting pushed back, right? And a lot of Laker fans are curious as to why this. Why after December 15th when you said after Thanksgiving? Well, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. In some places, depending on where you're at in the world, it's already here, right? And so this bar of like trades just keeps getting pushed. But December 15th has kind of always been like a more understandable deadline because that's when a lot of the players or all the players that were signed this year all become available, including the players on the Lakers roster. So say a guy like Damian Jones, say you need to use him as a piece to go and add for salaries for a trade. Well, you can't do that right now, but you could do it after December 15th. If there's a target or a player or something that the Lakers want, maybe they can't acquire him right now because they have to wait till December 15th. So it very likely is just that Rob Pelinka has the idea of like, oh, we'll have more options, more flexibility, more potential between, December 15th and the trade deadline than we do right now. Maybe the deals just aren't really out there. Maybe there's not really much that's going on. Also, other teams come December 15th are going to be in a more understandable position as far as like where they are at in the rankings, because now they've played beyond a quarter of the season. So it's like teams are going to start making decisions and now they can unload guys. So Lakers may be able to kind of round up several players rather than just one or two and really make an impact and a push for this upcoming season. Now, obviously, many people want a Lakers deal. Get a deal done. Let's do it. Trade Russ, trade Pat Bev, Kendrick Nunn, whatever you got to do, make the team better. And I have said, I don't think we need like a big blockbuster deal, at least right now. A small little trade for like, Kendrick Nunn, Patrick Beverley, something like that, and go get a piece or two. Go get a Terry Rozier or something like that. That could really help. Or a Bojan Bogdanovic, things like that. Problem is that a lot of players like a Bojan Bogdanovic aren't available till December 15th. So a lot of even just players that I see people throw out there in general, a lot of them aren't able to be acquired right now. And so that is something else that I think is interesting. But here's my thinking beyond this. I wonder if the Lakers have a specific trade in mind or maybe even already worked out. Because all of the trades that have been like rumored and reported, none of those really we have to wait for. Like the Pacers deal could happen right now. The Hornets deal could happen right now. The Spurs deal could happen right now. The only deals that can't really happen right now are like the Detroit deals, right? And that's because of like a Bojan Bogdanovic. He doesn't become available till after December 15th. So I don't know if maybe that is what it is. Maybe they really do have a gauge on like maybe a Detroit deal. Maybe they could get like, I talked about it earlier. Maybe you could get like a Sadiq Bey, Bojan Bogdanovic and like an Alec Burke or something like that. Maybe you could get a couple pieces. Maybe there's another deal we don't even know of that that hasn't been reported, that hasn't been mentioned. You got to remember, Rob Pelinka's doing his due diligence. He's talking, he's asking around, he's seeing what's out there, he's seeing what there isn't. So maybe he has a specific idea in mind of like, okay, this is the deal and the target that we want to go after. But we can't do that till December 15th. Maybe they even have it kind of worked out and the groundwork kind of laid. Hey, we'll give you this, this, and this for this, this, and this. That could be a real possibility too. And they just have to wait till the December 15th deadline, which is still, you're 3 weeks away, a little more, or a little less, but it sucks. I know, I get it. Because as the Lakers continue to stretch this season, it's like, we're so far behind. By the time you do a trade on December 15th, is it going to be too late? But hopefully the Lakers between now and then can kind of just tread water, right? That's kind of the goal. We got these next 4 games to round out all of November. We got to win these games. You got the Spurs twice. You got the Pacers, which is going to be an interesting game. Not only do you have the Pacers, but then you got Portland. All 4 of those, in my opinion, are winnable games and games we have to win. If we win those games now, we're 9-11, and it's like, okay, Now we're kind of in the hunt now, right? And then we play a grueling schedule in December, but there are winnable games there, right? So the idea is to kind of just play, get through this November on a positive note. If we can be like 8-11 at worst, then it's just, can we play 500 basketball between now and December 15th? That way, once we get to that point, if we're at around, a couple games back from 500, the right trade, now we can really go on a push, really go on a run. I don't believe Rob is going to do a deal unless he believes in the deal. Like, I don't think he's going to make a deal just to make a deal. I think it's got to be a deal that he truly believes in, he truly buys in, and a deal that he believes, okay, these are the missing pieces for us to really go on a run here, especially if we're still treading, water, right? He's like, because at that point, like, why do a deal just to, stay 500, right? He's going to want to do a deal, not only helps us now, but for the foreseeable future, which I don't mind, right? Any deal you make, you're probably doing a deal that's going to be your team for the next several years. Whether it's the Pacers deal, whether it's the Hornets deal, whether it's the, the Pistons deal or whatever. You're not trading all your assets to go get, 2 or 3 guys that you're just going to let leave at the end of the season. So whoever we get is going to be our team for probably the long haul. So it has to be good enough to where, okay, like with these pieces, we can win a championship. We can be good enough to be competitive for the next few years and be in a position to win. And depending on what that deal is that presents itself will be interesting. Maybe it's a multitude of deals, right? Maybe the Lakers are just going to go get Bojan Bogdanovic and then maybe go take Russ and go do another deal. Maybe they take Bev and Nunn, go get Bojan, and then use Russell Westbrook to go get another piece or two. Or maybe they want to just go get Bojan Bogdanovic and just kind of wait around. I'm just using him as an example. I don't know if that's who it is, but it is a target that the Lakers have had, and that could be the case, right? They're just kind of waiting around to see, can we get Bojan? We get Bojan, let's give it a little sample size. That gives us a little time. Okay, like, we're really good. We're a piece or two away from a championship. Let's trade Russ and go for the home run, right? That is something I could see happening. But regardless, whatever they decide to do, I don't want to trade just to do a trade. I'm okay with being patient. It's hard to be patient when we're not winning games, so we need to win games, right? It's easier to be patient if you continue these streaks, If we can go, on 2-3 game win streaks, even if we lose one, go back on another 2-game win streak, lose one, we got to start winning more games than we're losing, right? We can't have 2, 3, 4 game losing streaks. No more of those can happen between now and December 15th. We have to go on, multiple game win streaks. We have to go on, for every one we lose, we need to win 2 or 3. Like, that's what the Lakers have to do. And maybe that's easier said than done, but you got Anthony Davis playing at an MVP level, got LeBron James, you got Russ, who's really been thriving, coming off the bench, running the pick and roll well. Him and the bigs really have a dynamic. Whether he's on the team or not, whatever ends up happening, it's got to be the right moves. It's got to be the right deal. But it looks like December 15th is going to be the sort of marker date as for when we're going to be able to do a trade. And I'm curious to see how far beyond December 15th. I wouldn't be shocked if, like, as soon as everything becomes available, they have a trade done. Because why else? All the trades that have been reported, they can almost all of them be done right now. So either the Lakers don't like any of those deals, the Lakers have a specific deal in mind, or they're hoping that, maybe a better deal opens up after December 15th. I don't know. Hopefully it's that they already have a deal kind of lined up that they know that they're going to target and get that deal done. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I want to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. What do you think of this news? Are you disappointed? Are you happy? Are you okay? You're like, hey, we got to tread water? Do you think that it's because the Lakers have a deal lined up? Or do you think, no, they don't? That the Lakers are able to tread water. I just hope that the Lakers are at least in the process of trying to work something out. You know what I mean? Like, it would make a lot of sense that maybe they have a specific deal kind of lined up and thought out, or at least a target. Even if they don't have it ready to go, even if they don't have it locked up, locked in, ready to go, hopefully they have an idea. Okay, like this is what we're going after. And they can get that done. And they can negotiate, work it out, figure it out. But hopefully, like I said, I trust in Rob. I believe in Rob. I hope that he has a plan. And I hope that we can tread water long enough. Because my concern is we get too far behind and Rob's just like, okay, the season's over. There's no point in making a deal. That's a real concern I have. So we'll see. Again, I'd love to hear thoughts and opinions, good, bad, ugly, somewhere in between, whatever you think. Let me know down in the comment section below.